Day before the Broly movie would take place, Goku would be seen gathering groceries for his wife Chi-Chi and flying over West City until he notices a fight going on between two people on a rooftop. He's never seen a city like this before. It always emanates such ominous energy. He then teleports down to see what they're fighting about and finds a clown-faced man with green hair fighting against a guy in what looks like a bat suit. I mean, is this Batman? And Batman and Joker fight as Batman tells the strange individual, aka Goku, to stay back. This man is dangerous and can hurt you. However, the Joker laughs and says that this is even better. He can get a civilian, and maybe this will get Batman to break his code and kill him. And so he runs over to Goku, and Goku tries to dodge him, and then, using the smallest amount of his power, breaks his neck by accident by punching him, which releases a gas all over Goku and affects him somewhat, which causes Batman to want to check him out. However, Goku washes it off and says that he survived worse stuff before, and tells Batman that it was weird meeting you. Well, I gotta go. And before Batman can argue with him more, Goku flies off, as Batman is just like, what? So, Goku flies off to his and Chi-Chi's home, and we see him tossing and turning at night as flashes of the Joker are in his system. And the next day, he's laughing a bit more and more, and it's somewhat odd to him. It's more than usual. He can't stop smiling. He even wants to have his gi tie-dyed, which he does, and then flies off to see Bulma, which Vegeta and Beerus take somewhat of a notion of his dark demeanor. However, it isn't until Frieza is said to have been showing up and Vegeta says that he could kill millions of people, that Goku burst out laughing and says he doesn't know what's wrong with him, and which they notice why, or are curious to why he's wearing a purple gi on top of everything and laughing so much. Well, maybe this will pass. So they then go over, and the events of the Broly movie start out somewhat similar until Goku enters the fight. Ends the fight as in his base form like normal, and him and Broly would be knocked around a couple of mountains and whatnot. However, he's enjoying himself. He's enjoying the pain and the blood and whatnot, and he can't possibly keep up with Broly's power. However, when he transforms, it's a different form than what we see. It's not blue, it's not yellow, it's not red or black. It's green. His hair's green, and he has a sinister smile on him. And Broly is still in his Akari form, so this is surprising to him. But when he transforms, Broly immediately goes after him. And as Broly tries to defend himself, he breaks his arm. And instead of being concerned about Broly, he actually laughs at the pain and then tortures him by punching at his shoulder, and then a left hook to his face, and then on and on and on, and keep torturing him, sending him into a blind rage. However, he's too weak and too broken to do anything. Goku's just torturing him, which Vegeta, Beerus, and Whis all notice that this is a little far for him. And Frieza grows scared of Joker Goku. There's nothing he can do against him, and now he's turned into a sociopathic maniac. What in the world did Vegeta do? Which he asked Vegeta, and Vegeta has no idea, and so they decide that they need to stop Goku. Even Frieza's afraid and even attempts to run until Goku teleports to the ship, not after Frieza, but since Frieza and Paragus were close enough, he blows them back and looks at Chile and Lemo and looks at them and glares, killing them, which he takes their Dragon Balls they were going to use on Broly, and he says that this might come in handy a little bit later. He then turns over at Frieza, and Frieza says that maybe they could forge an alliance, and Goku says that he's caused too much damage. However, he will get enjoyment out of torturing him. And then we see a Broly with broken limbs come flying in, and Goku says that maybe a Super Saiyan transformation can revive limbs, wouldn't you say? He then blasts at Paragus, cutting his head off, which is undoubtedly brutal for him. And Broly turns Super Saiyan and uses his broken limbs to try and punch at Goku. However, he hurts himself more than he does Goku, which Goku does cough up blood and whatnot, but his Ultra Instinct, or whatever this form is, keeps him somewhat sane and is able to go toe-to-toe with him until he finally snaps Broly's neck with his legs, leaving only Frieza and Vegeta. Goku laughs that if this is the best they got, if this was the legendary Saiyan that Frieza was so confident about, there's nothing that either of them have a chance to stop him with. Frieza is panicking and offers to work with Vegeta in order for a chance of survival. However, Vegeta just pushes him aside and goes evolution and races in at Goku, trying to knock some sense into him. However, since Frieza realized that they're not going to be able to work together, Frieza then decides to escape since there's a potential it could spread. Goku and Vegeta go back and forth until Goku gets more and more brutal and fires a blast at Bulma, which Vegeta is too late to dodge, and even Beerus is shocked by this because he didn't expect Goku to be able to do this. Why? Why would he do this? Which Beerus even grows angry. However, Goku stands at him not afraid and tells him that if he wants to get involved, go ahead. However, he knows how to kill him now, and Beerus questions what he means, and then Goku teleports to the world of the Kais and then teleports back, holding Shin in his hands, the Supreme Kai, telling Beerus that if he wants to get involved, go ahead. All he has to do is move a finger and he's dead. And Beerus begrudgingly backs down, which Whis even comments that he's threatened a god of destruction. Something is really wrong with Goku. However, Vegeta doesn't give him much time to think, as Vegeta has erupted into a new legendary blue form and rockets up at Goku, beating the absolute tar of him, with each punch releasing a weird green gas from Goku's mouth along with blood. Vegeta is now uncontrollably angered and is just beating the absolute tar out of Goku. And he eventually decides that enough is enough and throws him down and goes after Beerus and punches him, sending him flying back. However, we also see, which as Goku begins to go after both Vegeta and Beerus, Frieza comes in and saves the Supreme Kai, and now that Frieza has a hold of the Supreme Kai, Beerus and Vegeta begin to beat down on Goku. And Frieza then looks at this opportunity and sees that Goku is nearly about to die after a severe beating. And he decides that maybe it's time that he take over as the new God of Destruction and shoots a laser blast right through the Supreme Kai's neck, resulting in Beerus in mid-punch to drop to the ground dead and Whis to become inactive. And which surprises Frieza because this shouldn't be happening. We should be fine and make him a god of destruction, not stop and not do anything. Which Goku is even perplexed by this. However, Goku also takes this chance to fire an energy blast at Vegeta, throwing him out of his new legendary blue form and throwing him back into Frieza. And Frieza even offers to fuse with Vegeta, creating a new warrior. However, Goku shuts that down really quickly by blasting at them, destroying the Batara, and Goku lunges up at them, telling him that this is the best punchline ever, and fires a purple energy blast, incinerating the both of them, leaving the world to be his, which he then takes the Dragon Balls and sets them in front of him, and calls out to Shenron, asking for everyone in the world to know what he feels like, to release this toxin that made him so free, and give it to the entire world. As Shenron begins to contort into a Joker-eyes dragon, the entire world has become the world who laughs.